Dear Forex traders, trust you guys benefiting from our weekly Forex market analysis, Forex forecast, and trading strategies. So right here on this content, guys, we shall be sharing with you in-depthly our Fibonacci trading strategy, right? Now, this strategy, guys, is a very important one, and I feel very excited sharing this with you guys. And this I'm sharing for free because, guys, I'm actually trading this strategy for the moment, and it's actually something I've actually meant to do for quite some time now. Owing to the fact that yeah, the market has been crazy for some time, and most likely someone has to be very very particular about little price movements in the market. So I took some time out to hone some day trading strategies and intraday trading strategies for we all to benefit from. So guys, for this now, in our last content on forex trading strategy, guys, that we shared on how to set up your trading chart, how to set up your MT4 chart and all of that, and how to basically customize your platform. If you've not actually seen that, perhaps you're a beginner in forex trading, you need to see that video right here, right? You need to see the video. So you just click on the link on the screen up there, and it will actually direct you to an 1 hour video of intense value. Okay, but then say okay, yeah, you know how to trade, you're trading, but perhaps you're trying to delve into more effective strategies and all that, guys. This content is for you. So without wasting much of your time, guys, let's dive into the chart. So in that particular video, guys, we made a feature analysis in the previous one, yeah, and with this particular title, yeah, how to set up your chart, how to customize your chart, the most effective indicator that you're going to use, and one trading tool, the Fibonacci. Okay, so for this particular session, guys, for this particular content, we're going to be using just Fibonacci and then the trading sessions, guys, which we also applied in the previous content we shared. And forgive me, guys, I'm using my phone right here because I actually want to make it very easy for guys trading with phones. However, if you're using a PC too, it's very much effective. In fact, it's more effective for you guys because we came by and co-developed a particular indicator that aligns with our indicator, our MLX IVT, and also just this one is just for trading sessions, to identify trading sessions of the day and to keep you very much ahead, right, of time. Okay, so for this particular strategy, guys, indicator here, this indicator, because I think this should be a moving average 20, which we explain all the time. So just so I don't cloud the chart, I don't make it very dirty, we're going to remove the moving average indicator right here. Okay, and now looking at the pound USD, guys, you can see that pound USD is indeed bearish, right? And if you're wondering what these lines here are, click that video on how to set up your chart, right? How to set up your trading charts and how to trade with trading sessions for the deepest length here. What these lines here mean, okay? But just in summary, these lines, I wouldn't go much into those details right here, but just know that for the daily chart here, we can see that it's obviously bearish, but these are the few days we want to catch. So guys, I've actually been backtesting this strategy, and for testing this strategy rather, because we saw some price movement and trying to see how we can day trade this move since they haven't gotten to our major levels for swings. Okay, now if I actually want to trade on a swing term, guys, let me just give you a rough sketch here. Since the market is in a downward trend after this swing high, seeing this opportunity down here, we should be expecting another swing to enter the market somewhere around here. But as you can see, this could actually take quite some time, right, for the market to actually position itself here. And for swing trading, guys, we mostly want to be guided by midterm fundamental news and all of that. But for this particular strategy, guys, we're just going to be looking for trading sections and trading opportunities. So it's obvious here, guys, that the market is in a bearish trend. Like this could actually be very much a bearish week, forming a range, in the market. But this time frame is quite high, guys, because what we want to do now actually is for intraday trading. So we're going to be looking on lower time frames. Okay, so for this purpose, guys, let's look at the 15 minutes time frame. All right, now we're on the 15 minutes time frame, guys. Now this is what we want to focus on, right, for today, right? This is 21st, right? Now, guys, whenever you see this video, just know that this video was made on July 21st. July 21st happens to be a Thursday, okay? But I'm just going to do this video. I'm going to trade this strategy. I'm going to show you how it worked from the Wednesday, from the 20th, right? That's what we're going to do right here, okay? Now, if we actually look at this chart, we can see here that this is on the 20th, being on Wednesday. So let's say we want to take a position on Wednesday. These are the things I want to consider in this trade. I want to consider the trading sessions, okay? We shared some highlights, guys, and the major highlights were, yes, how to set up your chart, customize your MetaTrader 4 interface and all, and the only moving average that you may possibly need for swing trading, which we highlighted there. Then the period separators, which are part of the setups, we shared that idea. And then trading sessions, right, where we actually shared that major trading sessions are what? The Asian trading sessions, the London trading sessions, and the New York trading sessions. And most of the volumes, guys, are done within the London trading session and the New York trading session, okay? So without wasting much time, guys, these are the things we want to highlight, okay? Now, the Asian trading sessions opens today and then it ends by 9 a.m. okay, and then the London session starts by 8 a.m. 9 okay. So we're looking at 20th. All right, now knowing that the London session starts by 8 a.m. and the Asian section actually closes by 9 a.m. okay, so we want to actually see the Asian session like complete, right? The Asian session, actually want to get into the market or start observing the market from the open of the London session, okay, and then use the Asian section as a kind of reference to actually get the price direction, okay. Now, looking at the chart right here, if we actually go through, you can see that what we saw on the previous day, this is the 20th, what we saw on the previous day was actually price actually coming from the low, ranging on the on the upside, and then making a low, closing on a kind of lower price for the 20th, okay. So zooming in, guys, this is our reference. Remember, guys, we're going to be using the Fibonacci, so just don't stress yourself, okay. Now, this is the 20th of July and the price has made this low. Now check the time. Remember, because of the time zone, right, the timing here is kind of 2 hours ahead, right? So whenever the chart here shows 10 a.m., it's actually 8 a.m. in Nigeria, right? It's actually 8 a.m. in my own time. However, guys, because I do most of my analysis on my PC, the time on my PC actually corresponds with the one I have, actually says 2 hours behind, okay, because it's 2 hours actually in real time, okay. But on the chart there, it shows 2 hours ahead, but it doesn't really matter because when I see 10 a.m. on the chart, I know it's actually 8 a.m. in real time, okay. And if I see 12 a.m. on the chart, it's 10 a.m. real time, okay. Now, we want to look at the end. What I actually want to trade with is the time overlap, okay. Now, I want to consider the opening of the London session, because when the London session opens, the Asian section is still open, okay, and that's where the time overlap comes in. I explained these concepts in that video, so guys, make sure you make reference to that video, especially if you're new in forex trading or you actually want to get some more precision in your trading, for day traders most especially, okay. Now, when the London session starts by 9 a.m., which we earlier identified, okay, the London session closes by when? By 5 p.m. Okay, that's when the London session closes. But then the New York session starts by 1 p.m. All right, the New York session starts by 1 p.m. and so when the New York session opens by 1 p.m., the London session is very much open right till 5 p.m., which presents a whole lot of trading opportunities altogether. All right, so we're going to scan this market from this point. Yeah, say you just wake up in the morning, you see your chart by 8 a.m. You want to take cognizance of the highs and the lows. All right, now for this strategy, guys, this is what we want to simply do. We want to use the Fibonacci. Okay, now looking at the timing, guys, looking at the timing, I want to get this is the time, this is the highest point, right? Now this is the time, this is the time, this is where the London session starts, right? You can see it, you can see here that this is where the London session starts. This is 10 a.m. okay. Now the highest point of the Tokyo section is here, right, which we're going to have our Fibonacci. picked here, the highest point. Okay, now this is the Fibonacci radians, guys. You see 100, you see 79, you see 61.8, you see 50, you see 38.0, and the 0 level. Now you can very much interpret this as 0.79 fib level, 0.618 fib level, the 50, that's 0.50 fib level, which is equilibrium price, and a shallow retracement of 0.38%, right? So actually my very sweet spots here are between the 0.618 fib level and the 0.79 fib level, right? Those are my very sweet tip retracement levels where I seek to enter the market. However, if I catch a market at 38 at 0.38 fib level and it's actually showing some resistance there, I also take that as, yes, quite a good risk to actually take a trade, depending on the time of the day, guys. Why? I'm going to show you. Okay, now for 20th, you can see what happened, that this is the high, right? And then we're looking at, this is the high right here for the Tokyo section. However, it's the highest point that the Tokyo section did before it closed, right? And then looking at the end, it ended by when 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. So we want to see, we can possibly find 11, right? 11. So this is when this green candle, yeah, this is when the Tokyo section ended, right? This is when the Tokyo section ended. So looking at it, is it the lowest price? Yes, it's kind of the lowest price. So you have here at this fib level the highest price, and let's see if we have that sync here, if it rallies. Okay, yes, we have it right here. So somewhere around here is it. Okay, the highest price for the Tokyo, the highest point that the price actually reached for the Tokyo session, and the lowest point that the price actually closed for the end of the Tokyo section, which is here. So low and high. Now what we begin to do is we begin to look for our possible entries. So because the price is kind of here, guys, what do we want to look for? Because the price is kind of here, right? Because the price is kind of the London session starts here 10 a.m, right? We've actually gotten this high, so we're looking for entries. So you can see what happened there, that the price got on to 79 at 10 a.m. The Tokyo section is still open, right? So there's still price overlap, market volatility there, or right here, this is an entry, as you can see, and even when it closes, it comes here. This is also an entry, and it comes down, right? You see how price works. And then now the Tokyo section is closed. We're just in the London section alone. The price overlap period have passed, but then because we see that this price has been ranging around here, we have seen the highest point. So we're expecting that price could actually retrace. Price will actually start retracing to either of these levels. For me, I like the 79 sweet spot level. So at this point, when price comes to the 79 fib level here, you can see how price reacts. And at this point, guys, in the London section, you know you're very much in the London section, high opportunity, very much active. Set a position for us to take that trade, this trade around this level. And you can see how the price actually rallied to the downside. Now when you rally to the downside, guys, this is one thing. This price is quite advanced too, but you know that this price can actually not be made by by individuals, right? Definitely these are institutions moving price, okay? Because you see very huge volatile movement, big candlesticks, and it actually broke through where it broke through this low. It broke through the Asian low. Now when price actually does this, our sentiment now is to find the high and the low. It still correlates, right? It still correlates. So this is still valid for the highest price of that day, right? Or we can also put our fib level here and then put it here at the retracement. Why? Because at this point here, this is the highest point of the London section on its own. Remember the timing. This is within Asian section. Now the highest point that this price made in London section is here. Looking at this price from here. So guys, remember that the New York session starts when by 1 p.m. and 1 p.m. will be 13:00. So we're looking at 15:00 for the New York, and the New York actually starts here. You can see 15:00. Now because the price here is low at this point, what we notice before the price, what happened? Price actually fell from this point to this point, making this kind of institutional bars, showing that institutions were actually present in this market, breaking this support level, which is actually the Asian low, breaking it, confirming that this price could actually trade lower. Okay, now if we leave the chart like this, when the London section overlaps with the New York section, which we have here, the London section here, this is the highest point, right? That London section, during the London section, and then the New York section starts by this time here. Right now, New York section starting by this time and confirming that this price actually broken a support level to the downside. We're expecting price to fall further. That means we're looking for more sell opportunities. Okay, now if we leave this price right here, we leave our Fibonacci level, our Fibonacci 2 right here, we can well find out that, hey, this price it's actually going to fall, right? At what point will you be looking for that sell opportunity is another key question. Now, the key behind this strategy is, hey, aside looking for the lows and the highs of the trading section or the trading day, we also want to check how price reacts at the opening of each section. If you look here at the opening of the London section, right, the price was kind of on a downside, higher high, this is a low, right, and this is a higher low. Because it's low, we see price actually making its way to the closest resistance level, going higher before reacting and coming downwards. Okay, now if you also check about the New York session that started on the low, seeing price rejecting at this point right here, you see price actually rejecting here, showing a sign of strength. We can see that the price actually, because of where the level is as at the time the New York session opened, the price reaction, you see what you see here is price actually reacting to the upside first. But our overall sentiment, at least as sentimental buyers for this day at this point, because of what we've earlier identified and all, we're actually looking for buy opportunity. So hey, we want to see the price buy into our sell zone. Okay, now keeping the fib level still at the highest point to see how the price reacts to the 38.0 fib level. Okay, now guys, if you actually love this concept, which we're not done with yet, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment box, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Okay, and don't forget to tell us, we have here that price actually opened here, the Asian section, it made this low, and where's the highest point? Right here, we have this areas to be the highest point. This is the highest price now, 930. Remember, is 730. So the London section actually starts by